most controversial golf opinion?
Ooh, I gotta go. Golf was once banned in the home of golf, Scotland, for being too distracting.
Wow. Only it depends how much scotch people were having. But what about the worst shot you've hit under pressure?
It's actually with you. 4-ball.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Episode 2, Off the Tee podcast. Happy to be back for another round. For those that listened to episode 1, big thanks to all of you guys for showing out. A lot of comments, a lot of feedback. So happy to kick things off again. And yeah, Leighton, what did you think about the first episode? I know this is brand new for us.
Yeah, passion project. I loved it. Thanks everybody for the good feedback out there. We got some good questions we're going to cover today too, and kind of kick it off from there, man.
Just to kind of start things today, one of the big things from the listeners out there, they just want to hear about like what makes Tribe different. And I know this is your baby, so to speak. So if you want to tell us a little bit about that, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. I mean, February is going to be 4 years, which is nuts. I just like you, I grew up passion for golf. As soon as I started coaching, I knew that's what I would do for my career. And, several years back, it just kind of trying to blend the coaching, which, as we know, can get monotonous for clients and for coaches, and then the environment where you're doing. Obviously, Colorado's seasonal. So I tried to jump on the opportunity for having an indoor place, obviously for the winters here in Colorado, but really trying to blend it. A lot of indoor places are a bar, or they're focused on entertainment, top golf vibes, which is great, but wanted something a little more elevated for the passionate golfers or people looking for the data, So that's why we went with TrackMan. We do have a bar in here, good vibes. We got league night coming after this. So always something fun going on, and that's kind of my favorite part. It's not just coaching, and it's not just the entertainment aspect. It's blending it, and that's the Tribe vibe.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, especially for me, coming from my background, working in public, private, all green grass. It was very different culture, so to speak, when I came here in a good way. Like everybody's friendly. You pick up on all the big stuff right as you walk in the door, and just like for the people that come in, it's just a nice little blend. That's the goal. Get a little practice time, hang out, have a beer, play in league night, do whatever.
Golf's intimidating. So is getting lessons. And that was going to be one of my questions for you on the pod. Is you're kind of self-taught, right? Like back, obviously now Class A PGA, but what was Cody's a great player for those of you who haven't been whipped by him yet. What kind of tell us a little bit about your path to being a pro.
I'm a very competitive person at heart. For everybody that knows me knows that. So first time I picked up a golf club, it was definitely a shock. Like basketball, baseball, growing up playing those things, they all came pretty natural, right? Like it just had that kind of athletic gene. Golf did not have it whatsoever. It was, and that was part of what made
most don't.
What made it fun. It was like the grind, and I remember countless hours my dad or mom dropping me off, and I just spend 5+ hours
whacking balls,
figuring it out on my own. And looking back at it, I know it was completely self-taught for sure. I mean, I had my dad and his group of buddies that gave me tips here and there, but for the most part, it was just wing it. And for those listening out there, like that. It's very, very difficult. The countless blood blisters, calluses, whatever I put on my hands trying to do so, it was very hard. Looking back to when I started, and I didn't have access to anything like this, like a coach that I could go to. Sure, I had my dad and his buddies and whatever like that, but biggest thing was like I didn't have somebody I could go to on a regular basis that knew the answer.
Yeah, I think it's cool getting to provide that structure. I think it's super cool, especially for junior Tribe, all the kids coming in here, just to be able to provide that. And not to mention just building the relationships. I think we both love that.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, you had me in the hot seat last week.
Oh.
It's your turn this week. Get ready, man. You ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. Dream foursome.
Ooh. I got to go the SB2K boys. Jordan, Ricky, JT, those guys were the big three when I started playing.
Yeah.
Definitely thinking back, watching those spring break videos, I'm like, that was the vibe.
Awesome. Yeah, those are the best videos ever. What about the worst shot you've hit under pressure?
It's actually with you. So last year, 4-ball.
Thank you.
to be fair, you did the exact same thing I did, but 18th,
18th hole,
we're
yep,
tied, and I didn't hit a shot like this all day long. Just freaking snap hook one right into the weeds on the left side. Easy par 5, easy birdie
Yeah,
hole.
I blocked it right.
Both of us end up making par on the hole, but we lose to a birdie.
Yep.
We put that tee shot in play, and we're probably
Yeah.
going extra holes.
That was killer.
But yeah, that's when I want to erase.
Okay. Favorite club in the bag right now?
Favorite club in the bag? I gotta go with the 7-wood.
All right.
It's been
That's a weapon for you.
Been very versatile this year, especially lately, and that's my baby. Never letting go of her.
Okay. What's quick thoughts on Liv? Pros, cons, fan, no fan?
I'm indifferent. I think what they're doing for the game is good, of bringing the next generation in, of more of a hypey kind of thing.
Yep.
But obviously, being PGA, pros and cons to both sides. So,
Yeah, no doubt.
But I'm very indifferent. I like what they do sometimes, and not necessarily some other times.
Exactly. I like that. Middle of the road. What about most controversial golf opinion?
Ooh, this might tie into the live a little bit, but I gotta go. Golf is more fun when there's music playing.
Oh, nice. I'm a big fan of that, for sure.
When you get out, not to speak ill of any country clubs out there, but it can get a little uppity at times, and
Yeah, shut off the music, shut off the fun.
Just crank a little tunes. Doesn't have to be blasting or playing whatever. I know my playlist is very eclectic.
Yeah,
But
gotta have a good mix.
have some tunes on.
All right. How about best shot under pressure?
Ooh, best shot. I got to go all the way back to high school for this one. But my senior year playing in the regional tournament, I had no idea where I was on the leaderboard. But 18th hole at the course I was playing, have to hit a kind of draw around the tree right in front of the fairway. High school, I did not have a draw in my bag whatsoever. It was power fade 99.9% of the time, and this was the pull. But I just happened to pull this beautiful, I think I hit a 3-iron draw right around this tree.
Ooh, nice.
Had about 120 yards in, hit it to 10 feet, sink the putt, make birdie, shoot under par, and win my regional tournament. So
Dang, nice. That's legit. All right, that was the last one. Way to hold up in the hot seat. There you go, man.
Love it. Yeah, we got
You guys feel free to throw out questions for next week's hot seat. So we threw up on our socials recently just about kind of what you guys are looking for out of the pod. Cody and I, we're eclectic, to use that word again, but in terms of bringing some golf instruction to the podcast, I think is great, and also the tribe vibe. But we did get a couple questions from a few of you listeners. This first one comes from Justin out in Nebraska. Shout out, Justin. Way to be engaged. But he's looking to get back into competitive golf. So he was a grindy junior, loved it, played a ton of competitive golf in high school, got into college, now career, hasn't played, and he was just asking for best ways to get involved or prep himself for competitive golf.
Yeah, definitely. We've all been there before, taking a little hiatus and try to get back into it. Life happens, whatever. But my best recommendation that helped me, one, get the competitive juices flowing again, and then two, just like get the feet wet, doesn't have to be like necessarily a charity scramble or anything like that, but go play a little best ball tournament or scramble tournament with a buddy where you can kind of unwind a little bit, but still have that competitive side in the back burner, so to speak. I
like that.
Like you have somebody there for the support. As we know, golf is a very true individual sport. Like it's all up here in these 5-6 inches. So biggest thing is, starting out, just get your feet wet. The first one's always the hardest one, as with most things in life, but
and just being kind of self-conscious, right? Like, you don't want to go out there and shoot a million. But I would say, Justin, you got to be willing to risk it all, man. Risk it for the biscuit, we all know good days, bad days, but if you get out there, have some fun, like, what's your why? You have a job, a lot of us, like, we don't golf for a living. I think 99.9% of us don't, although people think we do all the time. But just go out there, have some fun, make some goals, and then you're going to get better the next time. You're going to learn from it. So that's what I would say. Another one from a local Junior Tribe alumni, Travis. What's the key to keeping your mind, I would say, steady, from his words, when you're playing really, really well? Let's say you're you're on hole 15. You just got to close this thing out. It's like you hear that voice in the back of your head like, holy cow, if I just par the last 3 holes or whatever it is, I shoot my best round. And then let's just, in the same question, what about when it's really bad? You're on hole 15. It's been a terrible day. Both sides of it, how do you like calm your mind?
Absolutely. It's a good question. I mean, we as coaches obviously
Good job,
see
Travis.
it all the time. Yeah, shout out Travis. But yeah, we see that all the time, you know, especially playing lessons or people get under pressure a little bit and whatever it happens, you know, the biggest thing I always tell everybody is just stay true to your game, stay true to yourself. You know, you don't see the Dustin Johnsons of the world going out there fist bumping and just getting interactive with the crowd. Like he's a very to himself kind of guy, right? And when he does that, he kind of flips the script a little bit. He doesn't necessarily play his best golf. So, yeah, that's what I always just tell people, like, stay true to yourself. You know, when the putts aren't falling, just keep hitting good end over end, roll the rock, and they're going to fall eventually. So.
Yeah, for sure. I like that. Only other thing I'd add is sticking with your routine. Like when you're playing really good and you're thinking about, oh man, if I can just put this down the fairway, and you haven't even teed the ball up yet, just sticking to your routine, because it's really easy to rush it. And when it's really bad, you're adding in feels in your backswing, and you know it gets bad. So just stick to a very simple, very quick routine, good breathing, and just letting it go.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely. I mean,
good advice. Hard to follow, but good advice.
I know we talked about it a little bit in the last one, but a good old golf book, right?
Yes.
But one of my favorites is Golf Zen.
Yeah.
Forget the author off the top of my head right now, but definitely one I'd recommend giving a quick read. You know, everybody's trying to find their Zen out on the course, and local guy here, Colin Prater, he's actually came in and talked to our juniors before, but he talked about his Zen is running very hot.
Yeah.
Right. Like he uses that competitive drive, whatever, to fuel the fire, so to speak. But I know if someone like me and you, we run a little more middle of the road or cooler out there, so we try to use that, you know, that fire, so to speak, and it is actually detrimental to our game.
Yeah, for sure. I know. Yeah, everyone's going to have a little different recipe, but I think that's half the battle, Travis, for you, is just trying to get in that mindset of like, you're there to learn. You're competing, you're going to get better, but you're there to learn, and you know, you're going to learn when your routine's good, when it's bad, when you rush it. And I think that's what's going to make you better the next time, you know.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Absolutely.
All right, little fact or fiction section here. Let's kick that off.
All right, let's see it. Test our knowledge a little bit on these questions here. Fastest recorded ball speed in competition is over 230 miles an hour.
Oh man, in competition, Bryson? I would say no.
Yeah, I mean, normal competition, we're thinking PGA Tour, you'd be correct.
Yeah.
But we're throwing in the professional long drive guys now.
Yeah.
Berkshire, I want to say the record's like 242 or something like that.
Yeah, true.
Personal in competition, it's like 235-ish.
Yeah.
Is like the record right there.
That's insane.
All right. Tiger has earned more from endorsements than tournament winnings.
I believe that. Yeah. Fresh Billy from Nike, you know, whatever his contract was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think endorsements he's got. I mean, the winningest golfer, and I mean, in terms of purse, you know, by a large margin, but you got to imagine his endorsements break that ceiling. The longest recorded putt ever traveled, or putt recorded longer than a football field.
Wow.
So we're thinking, would that be 100 yards, 300 feet? You go end zone to end zone, we're at 360.
There's that video a few years ago of Jack Nicklaus making one, but I don't know if that was 300 feet. That's wild.
Yeah,
I'd say fiction.
This one gets a little dicey.
It's a long green.
Yeah. I'm sure there is one out there, but recorded, there's not one over. I think 100+ feet is pretty solid for a recorded. But you think of that in terms of a football field, that's nothing. All right. Golf was once banned in the home of golf, Scotland, for being too distracting.
Wow. Only it depends how much scotch the people were having, but yeah, I mean, I could see it happening. Scotch and wildlife and salty air. You never know what can happen. That's a wild recipe.
Yeah, this one is fact.
It is.
So I don't remember the date off the top of my head, but back when it was just kind of getting its footing, it was actually banned for a few years, so they would focus more on archery.
Oh, wow. Huh. Wild.
Crazy how times have changed, you know, right?
That's
Archery.
wild.
All right, there's a golf course on every continent except Antarctica.
I bet there's even been some golfers down in Antarctica. Throw a flag, hit an icy lob wedge. Yeah, I'd say every continent, including Antarctica, I would say. I mean, a golf course would be a relative term down there, but
Yeah.
I'd say that's true.
Yeah, no. Golf course puts it a little dicey, but golf has been played in every continent. We'll
Yep.
put it that way.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, that's all the fact or fiction I got for you today.
Moving forward, we're going to give you a couple nuggets each time, whether it's mental game, course management, a couple swing thoughts for you. But definitely as we get into the winter here in Colorado, the whole goal is going to be, I'd say, having 5-minute section just on how do you practice. So even though we just talked more mental game today and more competition, little Q&A, next week you can expect, when you're listening, get a little tip on if you're going to hit balls, even in your garage. Maybe it's a place like Tribe. Maybe it's just you're outside because you're a hardo. We're going to give you a couple tips on how to get better for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully a couple laughs too. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you have a great week, and we'll catch you soon.